Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in today's video we are going to talk about Android toggle button. So in this video, first of all we will understand what toggle buttons are. Then we will go through different properties or attributes of toggle button. And at last of this video, I will show you practical demonstration of how we can use toggle button in Android application. So let's start today's video by understanding what Android toggle button is. So Android toggle button is a button that provides us two states, check or uncheck, or you can also refer them as on or off state. So toggle button will be able to switch its state between on and off or check and uncheck. So if it is check and if you tab on it, it become uncheck, or if it is uncheck and you tab on it, it become check. So it keeps switching its states between check and uncheck. That's why it is called toggle button. So Android toggle button will be useful to user if user has to change setting between two states. So it may be on and off, check and uncheck, true or false, like this. So to present such kind of settings to user, Android toggle button can be useful. So for example, on or off sound, on or off Wi-Fi, on or off Bluetooth. So such kind of settings can be presented to user with help of Android toggle button. So since from Android 4.0 version, there is also another type of toggle button is available, and that button is called switch. So switch is having same behavior like Android toggle button, only in GUI it provides the slider control. So the Android toggle button and switch button both are the subclasses of the compound button class. So you can say that this toggle button and switch button are derived from the compound button class, only their GUI representation is different. Okay, so here actually we will have a button, whereas in switch we will have a slider control. So by default the Android toggle button will be in a off state or will be in a unchecked state. So if you just add toggle button in your Android activity, so by default it will be in the off state. So we will be able to change the state of this toggle button with help of property called check, Android check. This is the attribute or property which we can use for modifying the state of our toggle button. So remember the property Android check. So this will be taking only two possible value, true and false. So by default toggle button has a off state or unchecked state. So if you want to change its state to on, or if you want to change its state to check, then we will set the value of Android check attribute to the true. So you can simply add this particular statement in the XML file wherever you have added your toggle button. Okay, this is the concept of toggle button. So it provides us a button which having ability to switch between on and off state or check and uncheck state. Okay, now we will try to go through different attributes of this toggle button. So first attribute we have ID. So this ID is used for uniquely identifying the control. Second attribute we have check. So it is used for specifying the current state of toggle button. So by default toggle button has off state. So if you want to change its state to on, then you need to specify this Android check value as a true. Next attribute we have gravity. So gravity will be used for specifying the its position of a text, like whether it should be on left side, right side, center, or whether it should be at top. Then we will have text. So this attribute will be used for setting text to the toggle button. Then next to that we have text on. Now friends, these are two another important properties that you need to set. Now text on and text off. So text on attribute is used for setting the text when toggle button will be in on state or will be in check state. So what text you want to show to your user when your toggle button is in on state or check state, that text you will try to specify here. Now another attribute you have text off. Now whenever toggle button will be within the off state or whenever it will be within unchecked state, what text you have to show to your user, that you can specify here in the text off attribute. Okay, these are the two important attributes that you have to specify. So what text should be shown to user when it will be on and when it will be off, that can be specified here. Then next to that we have text color. So it is used for changing the color of text of toggle button. Then you have text size, which will help us to specify the size of our text in toggle button. So next attribute we have text style. So this text style will be used for specifying the style to the toggle button text, like you can specify bold, italic or bold italic at the same time. Then we have background attribute. So this is used for specifying the background color for toggle button control. Then next to that we have padding. So you can set padding to the toggle button from left, right, top and bottom. Friends, this last three attributes are regarding adding the image to the toggle button. So where you will be able to place your image, that can be controlled with help of these three attributes. So first attribute you have drawable bottom. So with help of this attribute, the icon image can be placed below to the text. Then we have drawable right. So with help of this we will be able to place our icon image to the right side of text. So last attribute we have drawable left. So with help of this we will be able to place the image or icon to the left side of our text. So friends, all these are the attributes of toggle button. Now I will take you to the Android Studio and there we will try to use toggle button. Now here we have already opened with this project, so simply within this project I will add one new activity. So here we will select the empty activity. So name of our activity will be demo toggle button. So I will click on finish. Now friends, here our project has loaded completely. Now we got these two files. One is this XML file and another one is this Java file. So here now first of all we will add one toggle button and we will try to add event handling code to toggle button. So whenever user will tab on that button, we will try to display certain message. Okay, we will try to display its stage to the user. So now we will add toggle button to our activity. So go to buttons and here you will find toggle button. So like this we will add a toggle button to our activity, and now next to that I will set its constraints. So here friends, you can see we have set the constraints to this toggle button, and now you can see its by default state is off. Okay, so now we will go to the XML file and here we will specify the other attributes to this toggle button. So first attribute we will specify here the on text on. So what text we want to display whenever it will be in on state, so we will display here on, and in the same way we will specify text off. Okay, text off. So whenever it will be in off state, what text we want to display, so we want to display off. So after doing this we will go to Java file, and here we will try to first of all declare the toggle button. So I will write here toggle button, and I will say tg1. Okay, this is the object of toggle button we have defined. Now we will fetch the reference to our toggle button from XML file. So I will write here tg1 is equal to, we will typecast the result to toggle button, and here we will use find view by id. So here we will write r.id dot toggle button 2. Okay, like this we will fetch the reference for our toggle button from XML file. Now next to this we will try to handle the Android toggle button click event. So whenever user will click on toggle button, we will be able to detect its state, whether it is on or off. So for doing that we will write here tg1 dot set on check change listener, and here we will write new compound button on check change listener, and it provides us one method called on check change. Two parameters, one is the object of compound button and another one is the state, that is true or false. So here we will check if B is true, then we will display one toast over here. So we will write on state. Okay, else we will display over here toast, and here we will display a toast message of state. Okay, so this will be the code we have. So whenever user will click on our toggle button, so if it is an on state, we will get this toast message. If it is an off state, we will get this message. So now we will try to run this activity. So for that I will go to the edit configuration, and I will change the activity which you want to launch. So I want to launch this demo toggle button. Okay, so click on OK, and it is showing this warning. So I will change the exported value to true from Android manifest. So here you can see this is our activity. So by default it is false, so we will make it true. So friends, within your project, if you have only single activity, then you don't have to do this. As in my project I have n number of activities which are already available, and that activities are not linked with each other. So in order to launch only single activity, I am making this setting. Now friends, we will try to launch our project. So I will click on this run app button, and here you can see the build has started. Now friends, here you can see the build process has completed and now it is installing the app within our mobile phone, and here it has launched the activity. Now friends, on mobile screen you can see we got this toggle button over here, and by default it is in off state. Now if I tab on this button, you can see its state is getting changed and we got one toast message that on state. Now if I tab on it again, you can see we are getting the toast message off state and it is showing the text off. Like this we will be able to change its states from on to off or from off to on. Now friends, next to this I will try to show you how we can get the state of toggle button on click of button. So for that we will go to now design, and here I will add one button. Okay, so we will get the state of this toggle button whether it is on or off whenever user will click on this button. So I will change its text to, let's say, get state of toggle button. Okay, and this is how it will look like. Now here I will set the constraint to this button like this. Okay, now whenever user will tab on this button, we will display the state of our toggle button using toast. Okay, so to do that, let me check the ID. Okay, ID is button 9. So we will go to Java file now, and here I will declare one button first of all. So button, and let's say B1 we will declare. Okay, and I will fetch the reference of button from XML file. So to do that I will write B1, and here I will write button, and next to that I will write find view by ID r.id dot, and our ID was button 9. So simply we will take this over here like this. Now friends, next to that I will set the on click listener to this button 1. So here we will write b1 dot set on click listener new view on click listener, and we will have this on click method. Now within this method we will make one toast over here, toast, and here I will write text. I will write toggle button state, and here we will add the state of toggle button. So to get the state of toggle button, we will get the reference tg1 dot get text dot to string. Okay, so here whatever the text of toggle button will be, so if it is in on state we will have on, if it is in off state we will have off. So that state will be displayed to the user using the toast. We can also use text view over here for displaying same. Okay, now we will relaunch the activity. So I will click here on stop first of all, then I will rerun our app. Now here you can see the build process has started again, and now we will be able to display the state of our toggle button by tabbing on toggle button itself, or I can use button as well to know its state. Okay, so these are the two ways you can handle it using button or the toggle button itself. So you can see it is installing and the app has launched. Now if I first of all tab on toggle button, you can see we are getting the toast which is showing the state on or off. Now I will tab on get state of toggle button. Okay, and you can see toggle button is right now in off state. Now if it is in on state and if I tab, you can see toggle button state is on. So likewise we will be able to retrieve the state of toggle button using on click event. Okay, so here if I tab, you can see the toggle button is off. So like this we will be able to handle the event related to toggle button. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.